Okie dokie. So, with this week, I've been working on trying to get systems for getting characters on the tiles and for getting them some stats and stuff. So in this case, we have some reused textures as a baseline on the humanoid model that I had showed off near the beginning of the switch to this project. With the system, to kind of go through what's going on behind the scenes, we have the game master here is finding the allied characters that were already spawned in, and those will come from a pool of the that's attached to the quote player character, even though there's not a specific player character, kind of that system. And then it checks for the livable tiles, that being, if we boot this part up, any of the tiles that aren't a blank space is a livable tile, something that a character is able to stand on. And then, because the first floor is always livable tiles, it spawns them in sequence from that. These guys, the quote player team on the left, they inherit some equipments that are data assets. So within this, you have all sorts of the basic ideas for the weapons, including the mesh that gets spawned with the character. I may eventually add an animation override for things like shields or two-handed weapons and stuff like that. And of course, improve upon the basics of the character. This right now just has the weapon load in as part of the construction script to kind of visualize it, but the animation socket also correctly has the weapon at a kind of odd angle given the basic animation that I had made. So yeah, that's kind of that. Other effort's been spent, getting variables set up, getting the characters set up, working on models and textures, importing things, just kind of some of the less glamorous things, working on systems, that kind of stuff. Theoretically, each item, or I'm trying to build this very modularly to where everything will be easy to add to as I get systems down. But I'm glad that I was able to get the characters set up. That text on the side was a check to see if which tiles are considered livable in the entire scene. When to explain some of the intended game design, when the player loads into the map, and you're not ambushed or not, caught by surprise, you'll be able to position your characters where you see fit based off of it. So you might find in this map, a tile like this is very advantageous for a specific character that might benefit from high height advantages. So you might say, okay, because the map generated like this, the stage generated like this, it would be best for me to move the character up there. and other tiles might have different modifiers as well. So these ladders, I think I explained previously, would help with vertical movement through the areas, and the kind of doorways might be linked upon the side. So that way it's kind of like you go through a side passage to get to the same place. But that's primarily it. I might work future on another tile set to kind of get ideas going and have some opportunities to make tiles that apply specific effects to characters. So yeah, that's been this week.